Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with them.
Shapes to shoot! And he's found the net! The first significant strike. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy.
Del Piero! He will be livid with himself. Cambiasso. This is a promising build-up. And it's Barella. And it's Hernandez. Fofana. Barella. Looking to play him in. And he skips past his man. Oh, great chance! And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's having a shot! And he has his goal! And they've got their lead back. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Still, oh, terrible pass. Del Piero. Shot, surely! And they've got rid.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Ibrahimovic. Short changes him with that pass. Di Lorenzo. Oh, that's well spotted. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Fofana. Modric. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Ribéry. Darmian. He's a sharp little ball here. Thinks one through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Di Lorenzo. Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's come in hard. And it's Modric. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Del Piero, looking for options for movement. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now it's Rafael Leao, Cambiasso, and Hernandez. Tries to play it through. Rafael Leao. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the finish! He's got a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So again, we have parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And this is Batistuta. Peruzzi breathes a sigh of relief. And the referee has blown for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared. At the interval, it's 2-2. Milan get the ball rolling for the second period. That is good alertness. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Takes a shot! He's scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And there could be danger here. Oh, that's fabulous. And Del Piero! And that's a good finish. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Ribéry, looking for a runner. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He has a look out. Oh, important interception. Barella gets it clear. And it's Barella. That's where it came from. He's had a shot! In he goes again! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. And we have our very first corner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Now that looks a decent ball. That is Stuta! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 10.
So we have movement
Ribéry.
on both benches.
Numero 22. Modric. Numero 11. Numero 17.
The most accurate pass.
Il numero 15.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ibrahimovic.
Basten! Van Basten! What a goal! What a player! He's got himself an absolute peach. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it left.
Chance! That's another chance! And a neat finish! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
So could they be onto something here? That has ended up in no man's land. Costa Curta. And he's had it nicked away. Cambiasso. Hernandez. Into the last quarter of an hour. Barella calmly anticipates. Great vision. And that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Aimed beyond the defence. Barella. Tries to pass it through. Barella. Ricci. Oh, red. Nice interception. Nicely weighted ball. Ibrahimovic. And he shoots! That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way.
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now the ball's gone astray. Taken back almost at once. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Barry really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 8.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Off the post! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
It's a searching pass. Batistuta. Ibrahimovic. It's a promising position. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Barry, desperate.
Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Now here is a true legend of the game. In fact, some still say, Jim, that he's the... Shoots! Off the post! Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Can he get on the end? And Martinez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Martinez is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, there's a probing ball. He's having a shot! And there's his goal! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
That's been cut out, well played. Di Lorenzo. Good ball, good take. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he's gone long. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Adriano showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And the pass is intercepted. He's in a great position here. No way through. Played out wide. Barella. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Ibrahimovic, very much a man of this moment. And he's got away from it. Adriano! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he was quick to react. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. He has found the way through. And he's in on goal. Defending was strong and firm. Looking here to chip it through. Rafael Leao. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Barella. And it's Modric. And Martinez! Oh, it's hit the post! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And claimed it back swiftly. He won't be happy with that one. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Martinez. There's the shot! Now who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught on it here. No way through, so he's having a hit! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Cambiasso really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And he's definitely onside. And he's there to belt it away. Can he finish? It's in! AC Milan are all square.
Gol per il Milan. Ha segnato al 41esimo minuto numero 14.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to...
Rafael Leao! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Cleared away, and that's been won straight back. That has not gone well. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
And the shot!
Well, he certainly...
And for the first half, that is that. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Milan get the ball rolling in the second half.
Bari clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Martinez. Barella. And he's managed to get rid. Ribery. Barella. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Rafael Leao has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Barella. Here's Rafael Leao. Tries to play it through. Now there's a fine ball. And here's Lautaro Martin, and a chance! And he opts to go forward. Ribery. Ribery. Barella. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's through here. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Hernandez does really well to win the ball there. This is a promising build-up, and he's worked it through. Real chance! Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Barella. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Modric. Rafael Leao. Thuram deals with that comfortably. Akanji. Costa Curta. Hernandez. Cambiasso. And it's Ribery. Plays a sharp little ball here. Can he finish? It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Adriano! And he's there to get it away.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18, numero 10, Ribéry, numero 8, numero 22, Modric. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21,
Fiore.
il numero 14, il numero 4, il
McTominay.
numero 20.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bullet. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Into the channel. He's in plenty of space here. McTominay. Now Fiore. Calhanoglu. Now it's Rafael Leao. And that could set him on his way. Thuram. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
He's gone for goal. And that is a truly outstanding save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Shapes to shoot!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's McTominay. And he welcomes it in. And it's going to be another corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Il quarto uomo indica 4
And the
minuti di
finish! And a neat finish! This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Fiore knocks it out wide, and it's Di Lorenzo. Now it's Calhanoglu, and it's made its way to him. Oh, well played, well played. McTominay! And he seemed certain to get the sixth. And that is as far as it goes. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. Your reflections then, Jim?
Barry can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Invitiamo tutti i tifosi a dare il proprio contributo alla nostra fondazione per l'aiuto alle popolazioni più povere.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Tacho gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Well, I'd expect him to add a little more steel and stability to this defence, Peter. He's also very good on the ball, and he always shows courage in wanting to be on it. So you would expect him to contribute a lot to their build-up play.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. João Neves. And it's Cruyff. Kirkchu. Oh, cracking ball. Dembele. Chance! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pacho. Cruyff. Kukçu. Now that looks a decent ball. It's come to nothing. Tries to play it through. Spread it left. He is through here. A lot. Shot a goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. That has ended up in no man's land. Hazard. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's done very well to take... He'll try from distance! Oh, crossbar! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Rodri could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Hakimi. Kukçu. Aims beyond the defence. That is good alertness. Nicely spread. Messi. Some good work on the right flank here. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Hakimi gets into a good position. McAllister. Neymar. Pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard. And it's Hakimi. Ball played for Kukçu. This is a promising build-up. Dembele. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Neither of these two want to come off second best. João Neves. Kukçu. He's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. And this is Dembele. Half an hour played now. McAllister powering forward here. Messi. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Benfica are looking to go forward now. This is Dembele, and he's got the beating of his... Tries from distance. Now there's a terrific hit. Rodri, some resolute defending there. João Neves.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. And it's Hazard. He's got away. And it's Rodri. Cruyff. Not the most accurate pass. Dembele. Now it's Kökçü. Well, that has not gone well. Rodri. Messi. And here's Mbappe. And he thumps it clear. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that was vital. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Benfica leading by 1 at the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Benfica just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. The second period is underway. Benfica currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And it's Neymar. Can he get it through? Now, can they get him? It's Dembele! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Messi. Hazard, and he's running through, tries a shot! It's bounced back off the post. And this is Hazard. Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that pass just didn't quite work. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Benfica are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Great vision. And the finish! And that's a good finish. They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Pacho. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi picks it up out wide. And he's heaved it away.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So changes afoot here and from both sides. So a double change here and both changes are offensive.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Diaz! Not a bad try by any means. That's put pay to the danger. And smartly reclaimed. Yamal. Benfica perhaps contemplating their next change here. McAllister in acres of space out wide. And he was quick to react. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's where it came from. Camavinga. Looking for the run. Oh, super ball. And the shot! Goal! Benfica! And again they hit the front. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Benfica with the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. There's a quick free kick. Dani Olmo. Now this could be a chance. Madrid have their third corner.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Ball's gone out of play. Yamal finding himself in space. Mbappe! Goal! They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter.
And the shot! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
And it's Guimaraes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Tacho can get it clear. Ibrahimovic! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He has found the way through. Oh, he's been flattened there. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. Benfica may have thrown this away at the death. Unai Simon to save this spot kick and his team. Oh, he's hit the bar! Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
It reached its target, but it was almost stopped from maybe good goalkeeping homework.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Madrid have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And here's Bale. Aktukolu. More and more pressure on the ball here. Played out towards the right wing. Shapes to shoot! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Ajax with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Bale goes short. Now it's Bale. Bale's cross. And out it comes again. Shot a goal! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Ajax really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Ajax have their second corner now. Big chance! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Benfica are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Ruben Dias, nice-looking ball. Threads one in. Rafa Silva in acres of space out wide. Florentino Luis. Drogba. Goes looking wide. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Benfica are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Can he get it through? An instinctive delivery. Grimaldo has been caught there, it's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. That's destined for the flank. Ruben Dias. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Di Maria has it out wide and in space. Now it's Aktukolu. João Neves! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Knocks it into space, and he's quick to return it. Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net, and they're threatening to fly away here. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Di Maria. Well read, nice interception. No, that's been intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Header! Gonzalo Ramos finds himself offside. That has been slung wide. Now it's Ramos. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Ramos.
Gonzalo Ramos really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very...
It's Bale! Oh, cracking effort.
Bale certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Florentino Luis. Di Maria. And it's Silva. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he was alert to it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No outsmarting him this time. Bale receives it in a wide position. Forced to go back. Gonzalo Ramos.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Azar. Seedorf. Azar. João Neves. Quality ball. Gonzalo Ramos might just make this. Now it's Azar. Oh, good spread. Bale.
That's going in strongly.
And now they can clear their lines. João Neves. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So, into the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Chance for a shot! Florentino Luis. Rafa Silva.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Bale. Bale.
Oh, great feat, that.
He is through here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's picked his way through, and he was quick to react. Bale is herring after that one. Oh, what has happened here? And this is Drogba. Drogba! Mighty close.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Di Maria. This is a promising build-up. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Great chance! And he's stuck it away! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Benfica cut their deficit. And the shot! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Diaz tries one from range, and again. Well, that is commitment to the cause. Ajax have their third corner. And he's there to clear it. Benfica have the chance to go the other way. And it's made its way to him. Over to the right flank. Now it's Olise. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, that's fabulous. Decent chance! And that has been cleared. Shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Can he finish? Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Played out to the left flank. Great vision. Always onto this. Oh, there's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Ajax get their fourth corner. He's going for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Silvestre really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They're up to 5 corners now. Olise plays it short. Now it's Olise. Cross needs to... Cruyff! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through.
Ajax surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Tries to pass it through. Takes a shot! Oh, it's a beauty! A finish of true class! Benfica are back in business.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Benfica really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's a shade optimistic. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Knocks it out wide. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Chooses to go crossfield. Not the most accurate pass. Silvestre has the space to scheme. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de compensação.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? 4 extra minutes added on. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Guimaraes. Luca Bacchio. Now it's Ramos.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that will be the final act. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Benfica.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Cantona, steaming forward at pace. And that should get the job done.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And that has left him in a heap. Played out towards the right wing, and he's managed to get free. Gonzalo Ramos. João Neves! That's got him rattled. And we have our very first corner. João Neves! No, he got that all wrong.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Kupchu. Gonzalo Ramos gets a foot in here, knocks it into space. Benfica replying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
It's run loose here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he get on the end of this? Lofted in. He's having a hit! They want to be quick to recover this. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Adams can get it clear. Goes back.
Well, to be honest, I think I would have done that too.
Rafa Silva. It's a promising position. This looks promising. Florentino Luis. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. Benfica have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Florentino Luis. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Kahn breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rafa Silva. No, that's been intercepted. Approaching the half-hour mark. That's very neat. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Neymar. And here's Mbappe. Florentino Luis. Now it's Ramos. Nicely weighted ball. Kupchu. Gonzalo is having a shot! And that is doing no harm at all. Tries to play it through. He is through here. Now the delivery.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Aims beyond the defence. Swings in across. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Kukçu. Knocks it out wide. Looking for the run. He's on it. Can he get away? He's picked his way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gonzalo Ramos is onto this. That's been cut out, well played. Gonzalo Ramos.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Kukçu. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. That's good running with the ball. White.
Oh, great feat, that.
Cantona. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen.
Views on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end. But defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And so the action is resumed.
Benfica have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
That's a cute ball.
Galatasaray definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
And here's Mbappe. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Howson attempts a clearance. Grimaldo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cantona still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Short changes him with that pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kukçu showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Otamendi cuts out the pass. Florentino Luis. It's a pretty loose pass. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Gets a good foot in there. White has it out wide and in space. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cantona has the space to scheme. João Neves. Neymar. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
Substitution.
Bojan Krkić is onto it in a flash. And he's there to retrieve it. Played down the flank. Bojan.
Galatasaray really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Cantona. Grimaldo does really well to win the ball there. He's in plenty of space here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Galatasaray really will have to throw everything at this now.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Bojan. Nice control. He's got away. In by but he leaps for it. Oh, that was no routine save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Neymar. Cantona. Picked out brilliant. And the shot! Oh, he's done it! Whoa, would you believe that? Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Galatasaray look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question, how long is there left, including stoppages?
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's a shade optimistic. And that will be it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Please be
What are your
reminded
thoughts
that
on today's
drinking
game
is
then,
only
Jim?
allowed in the areas
Benfica
shown
just
on the
looked
map.
like
Thank you
a
very
rabbit
much for your
in the headlights,
cooperation.
Peter. When put under any pressure, they ran scared and kept running.
My thanks to Jim.